The Millionaire Mind by Harv is one of my favorite books by far. And it's Sunday, guys, so every Sunday we do a book review. So by the end of the year, we should have around more than 29 book reviews on the channel, which is insane because, you know, the average person in America only reads one book after college and after all that stuff. And we're going to read 29, and you're going to get summaries of all this stuff. 29 of them, which is insane. So, guys, by the end of this video, I'm going to give you the 3 main ideas of the book, the summary. So you can literally watch this review, watch the summary, and don't even need to read the book. But I always recommend you read the book so you can actually get every single ounce of information. Now, if you don't know me, guys, my name is TommyBryson. I'm an accountant, and I've been practicing personal finance for the past 4 years now. And on top of that, I think I'm the only financial channel on YouTube that posts every day. And on top of that, it's going to read around 29 books by the end of the year. Well, I've already read more than 29 books, yes, but the only YouTube channel is going to review them online and give you everything here on this channel. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. And as always, guys, I'm going to ask you one question. You're going to comment down below and tell me what you think now before the video actually starts and I tell you all the details. So here's the first question. What's your goal for the year? How many books do you want to read by the end of the year? Let me know, comment down below. My goal is around 30 plus. So let me know your goal down in the comments down below. By the way, 30 plus is an insane amount of books. You can do like 1, maybe 5, maybe 8. That's fine, trust me. But I'm doing 30 because, hey, I do reviews on YouTube, so I do need to put out a lot of content. So that's the only reason it's like 30 books, okay? So don't get overwhelmed. Just comment down below what number you plan on getting by the end of the year. So now that you commented, guys, I do want to start by telling you guys a short story. But before I do that, I do want to tell you this. The Millionaire Mind by Harv is a book that shows you the inner mind of a rich person and a poor person and why they get such different results every single time. And that's what it's basically about. That's like the ground level theory of the entire book. So I'm going to tell you guys the 3 main parts of the book later on in the video. But before I do that, I do want to tell you guys a short story. Here it is. You're probably wondering, Tommy, in the beginning of the video, you did say this is one of your favorite books. And the answer is yes, it's one of my favorite books, and here's why. You're probably wondering also, Tommy, how did you find this book? How did you hear about it? And the answer is this. I didn't find the book found me. And it sounds very corny, I know, but it's the truth. Now, here's why I say it found me. Because basically, when I was in college and I was getting my bachelor's degree in accounting, I was in this class. And I had this professor. His name was Professor Gilman, and he was teaching me Excel. The first day I walked in, well, the day before that, I said, you know what? I want to learn something about stocks. I want to learn something about making more money. I want to learn something that's going to push me out there. Now, mind you guys, I didn't have any way of figuring this out. I wasn't reading any books. I wasn't doing any of the stuff that I do currently. So when I get into the class, the first thing the professor says is, hey class, what we're going to do today is actually create a stock portfolio. And it's weird, you know, I believe in the law of attraction, yes, but not to that extent. I didn't know it was going to work like that. So when I get into the class, he says, you know, we're going to work on a stock portfolio. And then at the end of the entire competition, we're actually going to give a prize. Now, I didn't understand any of it, so I asked him to explain to me. He said, hey, Tommy, this is how it's going to work. Basically, we're going to do a competition. I'm going to give you $50,000, you know, fake money, obviously. And you're going to make a portfolio on Excel. You're going to track it. And then at the end of the semester, we're going to see who won, and whoever wins gets this book. That's the competition. That's the prize. That's how it's going to work. And I got very, very excited about this entire thing. And I was like, all right, awesome, amazing, great. Let's do it. By the way, his name was Professor Gilman. I will never forget this man because if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be here right now. Now, you're probably wondering, Tommy, where were you in your life when you found this book or before you actually found this book, okay? And the answer is this. I was a broke college student that had managed to save around $10,000, and that was in 1 year, by the way. I saved $10,000 in 1 year, but that's not the big thing. The big thing is this, that I managed to spend over $20,000 that same year in material things. And I thought this was going to make me happy. I was rebelling. I was like, okay, I'm going to buy everything I want, everything my mom couldn't get me. I'm going to buy sneakers. I'm going to buy clothes. I'm going to buy gold chains. I never got a gold chain, by the way, but that was one of my dreams, you know? Very weird, very strange how things change. And to my surprise, none of these things actually made me happy. So when I got into this Excel class and the professor started teaching me about stocks and how they work, I began to get really excited about it, like I said before. And here's the thing, guys. We were supposed to do this entire assignment, this entire project for one entire semester. A semester is 3 months. But I got so excited, I said, you know what? I can't wait. I need to get this book right now. So instead of waiting for the competition to be over, and I was very confident I was going to win the competition. But instead of waiting, I said, you know what? I'm going to go and get the book myself. Now, back then, guys, I was a very different person. I didn't believe in spending money on books. So I got an illegal version of the book. Now, Listen to this, guys. The book that I have now, I bought it on Audible. It's completely real. It's authentic. It's not pirated. It's not any of that. But back then, everything was like pirated. Everything was like ebooks. Like everything was just like online. Try to get it for free. But listen to this, guys. When I got the book, I said, wow. I read the entire book in less than 3 days because I was so excited about the entire thing. That book, before the semester was over and everyone was doing the entire competition, guys, I ended up reading about 5 other books about investing. And while everybody was doing that entire fake portfolio, I had started investing my own money in E-Trade. I invested in Walmart, in CNX, and a whole bunch of other companies out there that you wouldn't even think about. And I made money, real money, by doing this entire thing while everyone was so focused on this fake competition. Thanks to this book, thanks to this professor. And if you're wondering, Tommy, so how did this book actually help you? You know, it helped me in a way, guys, because before that, I just had ideas in my mind, you know, like I want to achieve this, I want to do this, but I didn't really have any concrete way of actually achieving this. Now, I'm not telling you this book is going to give you concrete ways of doing things, but it did give me an idea of what I needed to do to change my entire perspective. Because before that, I thought like, hey, you know, rich people are just rich. It was just a lucky thing. You have to work like really hard. And maybe I wasn't smart enough. Like I thought all these negative thoughts that I think everyone really thinks about. But this book helped put everything into perspective. And if you're wondering, Tommy, what happened at the end of the competition, who won and all this stuff, well, I didn't win, not at all. So this guy, his name was Oliver. By the way, I came second to him. This guy by the name of Oliver, he actually won the competition. He actually got the book, and the book actually changed his life. But by the time he got the book, he waited 3 months to get it. I had already started investing real money and making real money. So you tell me who actually won in the comments down below. And here's the thing, guys. This guy, I'm gonna say the story with you guys, and it's very personal, by the way. This guy Oliver, when he won, I said, you know what? That's amazing. You won. Great, incredible. When he started reading this book, he started having a whole bunch of ideas about creating a website, but he had a lot of complications with his health. And today, guys, like maybe like 2 years later, Oliver passed away about a year ago, and it sucks, you know. And I think about him like almost every single day. You know, seeing a person like that has so much like, you know, like so much pizzazz in his heart and just wanted to like keep moving forward, and was in college while he was sick just to try to improve his life and like help his daughters. I said, wow, you know, that's incredible. He's not here anymore. And that's why I'm so focused every single day on not just making a ton of money because I love money, but also on my health because I love my health most. And that's why I work out every day. That's why I make sure everything is balanced. And that's why I always think about both things. And that's going to be very important later on in the video, so stick around for that when I tell you the entire summary of the book. But in conclusion, guys, I want to give you guys a little tip. Remember my professor Gilman, that taught me everything about investing and just got me there and just got me the book and everything like that? Well, here's the thing. Professor Gilman actually ended up giving me my own copy of the book at the end of the semester. He was only supposed to give the winner a copy, but he gave me a copy, and I said, hey, I don't need it, but thank you, you know, because I already read the book. And I think before that, he actually gave me his own copy that he had, and I also read his copy, plus my pirated copy also. But here's the thing, guys. Professor Gilman is very important in the story, and here's why. Because he was the person that taught me everything, but that does not mean he was right about everything. And I remember when he started teaching me things and telling me things, I started noticing the more I learned about different things, the more I found out that he knew less. And here's what happened. I remember I came to him with a stock idea, not my stock idea, you know, because I was reading The Intelligent Investor by Warren Buffett. So I learned a lot about all these things. I was actually a stock picker. I was very good at doing this stuff. I knew all the calculations. I knew everything about it. And I made a lot of money doing it also. So here's what happened. I came to him with a stock idea, and I told him, hey, this is a good stock. I did the math. I checked the balance sheets. It works out. Look at the intrinsic value versus what the company actually is valued right now in the market. He's telling me, what are you talking about? You know, at this point, I had read so many books and I was so intrigued about everything that I had already surpassed him in investing, because he wasn't really like an investor, but he just was like right there. But I already surpassed him. And I told him, like, hey, this is a very good investment. Look at the company. It was only $3, and this was back in 2015. You can look this up. The ticker symbol was CENX, right? It was an aluminum company. I told him, hey, this company is going to do good. Trust me. I looked at the math. They're going to get a contract and all this stuff. And he told me, Tommy, don't do it. It's not a smart idea. The company's going down. It's not going to work, right? And I told him, how do you know that? He just told me, I just know. But I trusted him because I thought that he was so smart because he taught me everything I knew. But that taught me a valuable lesson, because just 1 year later, the stock doubled. And 3 years later, if I kept my money in that company, I would have earned around 6 times my investment. And that taught me a valuable lesson. Don't trust people. Don't trust opinions. Trust facts. Yes, you can ask someone that's a professional, but just don't ask anyone. Just because they taught you something doesn't mean they know everything. If you have the facts and everything is in front of your face and it shows you like, hey, this is profitable, then go along with your idea and believe in yourself. So far, guys, let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about the story I just told you? Do you think Oliver won or do you think I won? And by the way, it's not like a competition or anything like that, but here's the main reason I'm telling you this story, because a lot of people, they wait to get something. You shouldn't wait. You should try to get it as fast as possible and start as fast as possible. So while everyone was waiting, I was already like 10 steps ahead. So comment down below if you thought that was a good idea or a bad idea. So now that you commented, I do want to tell you guys the 3 biggest takeaways from this book. Number 1, if you're not where you want to be in life, it's not because you're stupid or dumb or an idiot. It's because there's something out there that you don't know. Very simple and very genuine, but you probably didn't really get that. Okay, so let me repeat it again. If you're not where you want to be in life, it's not because you're dumb or stupid. It's because you just don't know something. Meaning this, right? I remember I was 19 at the time, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I just knew that I wanted to make a ton of money. And I had this entire goal. I was like, by the time I turn 25, I want $100,000 in the bank. And now that goal seems like nothing to me. But back then, it seemed like it's such a big goal. So after reading this book, I said, you know what? And I found this quote in the book. And it said, Tommy, if you want to achieve something, don't think that you have to be born with the pizzazz to be a salesman and to just be a public speaker. Like, none of that stuff is true. It's something that you practice, something that you learn. So I made this decision, right? I went on my summer vacation to visit my uncle in the Dominican Republic, and he's a businessman, a millionaire. And I worked for him for 2 months for free, followed him around every single second with my notebook and took notes of everything he did. When I came back, guess what happened? I started my own business, following what he did, and my business became successful. Not because I'm smart, but because I found out what I needed and I started applying it. And that's all it is. So if you want to achieve something, don't think you need to be like, oh my gosh, I need to be like an influencer. I need to have this like character, like all this stuff. That's not important. The only thing that's important is finding out what you don't know and applying it. That's all it is. Very easy, very simple to follow. So that's the first takeaway from this book. Now, the second takeaway from the Millionaire Mind is this. Know your money blueprint, and then you can start changing it. Now, what does this mean, Tommy? It means this. When I was 12 years old, I had my first job. Yes, at 12 years old. I'm pretty sure that's not legal, but I had my first job. And I was working at a supermarket, and I made literally $80 every single day for that, like around 2 weeks or so. By the way, that's a lot of money even compared to now. By the way, I was 12, okay? I was a ton of money. By my second week, I quit the job because I thought I made so much money, I would be rich by now, right? And it's a funny story, by the way. And guess what I did? I took all that money that I had earned, and I went straight to the game store, and I spent it. I bought everything that I wanted to, and I went home, and I played all my video games. But after the money was done, I was like, oh my God, I need to go back to work. They didn't hire me, okay, because I quit the job. And I always had this entire riddle in my life where if my mom gave me money, I would take that money, I would spend it. The only time I would save money was to buy something that cost a lot of money, and I need to save for it also. But that's how a lot of people today live. They have credit cards. They use their money to spend it on bills. They do whatever they want to do with their money. They don't ever save. And the only time they save is to buy something that they really want to buy. So for example, you see a bunch of people now that they're adults. If they want something, they get it. If they want to buy something big, they save up for it, they get it. And guess what? Now they have credit cards because they're adults. So if they want something, they can't afford it, they just get it and pay interest on it, carry the balance, and then boom, they got it. So knowing your money blueprint and why you operate like that is very important. So I noticed in myself, I always associated with money with an object. So money equals me buying something. That's how I used to think. But now I don't think like that. Money equals my freedom. Money equals investments. Money equals security. Money equals freedom. That's how I think now. And reading this book, it taught me 3 things that helped me switch my entire role when it came to my money blueprint. Number 1, reading more on finance. Reading this book taught me something. The only way to change your money blueprint is by finding out what you don't know. So I started reading a lot of books on finance, how to make more money, and how to expand my mind and my horizon. And then that's how I got to this level right now. The second thing is this, creating a budget. That gave me, by the way, a lot of people out there say, Tommy, I don't want a budget. It's going to constrict me. But in reality, a budget gives you freedom to achieve what you want to achieve. It's the only freedom you actually get. So I created my budget. I followed it every single day for around 4 to 5 years. And I'm still following it today. And because I started budgeting my money, back then I used to make $1,000 a month. And now I'm almost close to $10,000 a month. So It's a big difference. Budget helps a lot. The third thing I did was actively invest my money. When I started doing my entire thing and reading all these books, I started practicing what I read. I started investing my money, and I started seeing my money actually grow. And I made sure I invested my money into things that would make me money, not things that I thought like, oh my gosh, it's such a good investment. No. I invested in things that were sure things because I wanted to make sure I protected my money, because if you don't protect your money, and you invest in Apple because Apple is Apple, you're going to lose your money, okay? So just be careful and make sure whatever you're investing in actually makes sense. If you don't know, Tommy, I don't know how to pick a stock. Well, don't pick a stock. Just go with index funds. And if you want to learn how to pick stocks, then go read some books, take some courses, and learn how to do it. But it's all about learning, becoming an expert, and then you do what you want to do. Not doing first and then learning. That's kind of dumb, you know? Because a lot of people out there, they want to learn from their mistakes. That's stupid. Learn from other people's mistakes so you don't have to make those mistakes. They make the mistakes, you learn from them, and you're good to go. It's like breaking your leg because you saw your brother break his leg, and you're like, now you're like, okay, I want to try it out, and I want to make my own mistakes. Like, that's stupid. Don't do it. Now, the third takeaway from the Millionaire Mind is that poor people think either or, and rich people think both. Okay, so for example, say you're wondering, I ask my friends these questions all the time. You know, they tell me, Tommy, you can't be rich and happy. You can't be rich and have time. You can't be rich and do this. You can't be healthy and eat this. You can't do this. You can't do that. And it's always scarcity. You know, it's always scarcity. And the more I hanged out with rich people, they always say, you know, Tommy, it's all balanced. You can do both things. Just figure it out. You know, for example, I can be healthy. I can eat whatever I want, but I go to the gym every single day to make sure I can do whatever I want. I can be rich, but I work on my family every single day so I can maintain that relationship. I can be wealthy. I can be rich, and I can have a happy relationship with my girlfriend. That's how we work on it every single week, every single day, every single hour. And that's how it works. It's all about thinking both. It's not about thinking one thing. The moment you stop thinking about scarcity is the moment you will find freedom. And that's something that I learned from this book. That's one of my biggest takeaways from it, because I always thought, you know, if I focus on making money, I don't have time for anything else. And that was a mistake. That's not true at all. So I focused on making money, having a relationship with my family, being healthy, being in love with my girlfriend, being happy, like having fun. I focused on all these things, and guess what? My life is great. Is great, is awesome, and that's the life that I want. It's not like, oh my gosh, you can only do this and do that. That's not true. Don't believe it. It's wrong. Don't believe it. So just to summarize everything, before I tell you what this book is not, the first thing is this, right? The takeaways are this. One, if you're not where you want to be in life, it's because you're not stupid. It's just because there's something out there that you don't know. Second, know your money blueprint, and then you can change it. Third, poor people think either or. Rich people think both because they have a wealth and abundance mentality. Now that you know all the factors of the book and the main ideas and all that stuff, I want to tell you something, what this book is not. This book is not a step-by-step way to become rich. That's not what it is. This book is a gateway to achieve wealth and actually figure out how to get there. So for example, when I read this book, I didn't know what I needed to do, but I knew, for example, that I needed to change my entire outlet on life and how I think. Because of this book, I started reading more books about more concrete things, and then it took me to that next level. It takes you to the next level, but it's not like a step-by-step guide of how to do this and how to do that. That's not what it is. It's the first book you should read because it's going to change your entire mindset and teach you things that you never heard before. So before I tell you my final thoughts, let me know in the comments down below. Which takeaway is your favorite? Me personally, my favorite takeaway is knowing that it's not because I'm stupid or dumb. It's all because there's something out there that I don't know. And that's why every single day I'm constantly working to find out more information and learn more about my craft and expanding and just becoming more of an expert every single day. So that's what my favorite takeaway is. Let me know in the comments down below which one is yours. So now that you commented, I want to tell you guys my final thoughts. And here it is. The first thing is this. These are 3 points out of around 50 points that I already made out this book. Comment down below if you want me to give you the full list of all the points in this book and the full summary all together, because if I did that, then it would be like an 80-minute video, you know? So let me know in the comments down below if you want to see that, or just read the full book. And Tommy, I don't have the money to get this book right now, okay? Because I'm just cheap and I don't want to spend my money on this, but I will spend my money on some Starbucks coffee. Well, here's the thing. You have no excuse, because I have an Audible link down below. You get 2 free audiobooks, and this can be one of your audiobooks, okay? So get the book, get the account, sign up. Tommy, I already have an Audible account, and I canceled it. I can't use it anymore. make another email, okay? Make another email and just get it done, okay? Read the book, get the information, and then you dip, okay? That's what I would do if I didn't have any money. That's just an excuse, by the way. You can find $15 a month. If you can't get $15 a month, guys, then you have a problem on your hands, okay? Figure that out. It's your education. You should invest in yourself every single month, every single day, every single hour, every single minute. Oh, and also, guys, if you don't have time to read this book, you'll never have time ever, and you'll be 65 and you'll still have no time whatsoever. And by the way, this book is the gateway, and it was my gateway to becoming the person I am now. So it will teach you everything you need to learn and help you get to that level, that next level of mind, so you can actually start doing what you should be doing every single day. So comment down below, guys, and let me know, are you gonna read this book, yes or no? And obviously, I recommend it because it's one of my favorite books and it has a lot of value inside of it. So comment down below and let me know if you're gonna get it. And as always, guys, if you like the video and you wanna see more, go ahead and leave a big thumbs up, because every time you guys like the video, it helps the video out a lot. Not just the video, by the way, the channel out, because every time you guys like, the algorithm knows that, hey, people are actually liking the video, so they push it out more people come in, and it actually helps the channel out like crazy. So thank you so much. By the way, we hit 4,000 subscribers because you guys keep liking the videos and commenting down below. So thank you, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe, because I upload every single day, and make sure you turn on notifications so you get updated every single time I upload a video. If you have any more questions after you comment, just let me know on Instagram at TommyBryson. I answer all my DMs, 100% of them. I promise, I swear. Scout's honor. I'm not a scout. I just think it's like an origin thing. But and I'll see you guys next time on this video. Thanks for watching, and peace. Thanks for watching, and peace.
You've got to start